period will come. That is how the system is set.
Cutting now, can't I just see something coming and then I say, oh, it has come?
These first days, so from the last period to ovulation day can vary, like you've seen. But from ovulation to the next period is constant, 14. Now, how long does the egg survive?
3 days.
Yes. And how long does the egg 1 day? 24 hours.
Egg is 1 day, 24 hours. Then the sperm?
3 days.
Depending on the end of these days.
So,
Some of them,
if a sperm survives 3 days, that means if a girl is, for example, if a girl has sex today, if her egg came tomorrow, she would conceive. If her egg came,
that's if the man's
2
sperm
days
is
later.
strong.
The normal one, we're talking about normal.
The health ones.
Yes. 2 days later, 3 days later, she could what? She could still conceive because the sperm will be there in the body waiting for the egg to come.
Oh.
Yes. But if the egg came and did not find any sperm, 24 hours, it's not viable anymore, it comes out.
So how will I know it has come out?
You will not know. Yeah. So how do you do safe days? The principle: 1, you must have regular cycles.
For 6 months.
Or, yes, you know your cycle length. Have a regular cycle, know the cycle length for 6 months. Then now we go to the calculations. Now, because the range is very big, we give from day 8 to day 26 as unsafe. If your period came on 1st,
First of what? Of Jan?
1st of Jan, you bleed 2, 3, 4, you finished. These days are okay.
Which
to
days?
8th.
Let me say, I've gone in my first day of Jan.
Yes.
Then I go in 4 days, day 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th, I'm
Yes.
done with the peas.
Yes.
So these other days,
Days
these
are
other fluids
okay.
come out. So these 4 days, from the 15th, 6th, 7th, 8th,
You're okay.
these are okay.
You're safe.
You're safe.
Yes.
So from the 9th,
9.
that's when I start counting the 14 days you're talking about.
Yes. No, yes, from 9 to around 24th, 26 days.
So count from 1.
To allow for the 35-day cycle. So from 9 to 26. Okay, we can give it to 9 to 23rd, but it should be 26 days. It is unsafe.
Okay, getting the point.
Yes. Because the egg will come around here.
That's when
If
will
it comes
be-
earlier, it will come here. If it comes later, it will come here.
17th. Okay.
Then it will last.
For 3 days.
No, the egg will be 24 hours. But if you're having sex, 3 days.
Okay, I've gotten it. First day of Jan, my day of periods, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm out.
Yes.
Day 4, these 4 days I'm safe. These are my
next 4
safe
days.
days.
I'm
Yes,
safe.
1, 2. Then from
So
the
the
9th,
next-
I have to stay away
the
from
next-
unprotected sex
Yes, you're considered unsafe
and safe.
all
Okay,
these days.
I've gotten that one.
So when
Yes.
do I have nyam nyam again?
Now,
Then you have to wait and then come back here? Or?
let me see. I said the
Because after if it's unsafe, then...
it's 8 to 19. Sorry, I said 26. It's 8 to 19.
That's when I'm unsafe.
So we have 1, 2. Yes. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4 backwards. So it's 8 to 19.
Those ones,
You're
you know,
unsafe.
even if he says, Bananga
Now,
Mabli,
it's not no. It is let us combine with another method. Because
Condoms,
it will
blah,
not
blah.
it will first of all safe days work best when you are when the couple are cooperative. They understand each other, they will agree.
Because even there are guys who know the safe days, are like, I know you're safe now.
They can't actually know. So we combine because of that variation,
Yeah.
the natural methods, you may combine them. Okay. The natural methods are the methods where you know your body, you know when you can conceive, and you know when you may not conceive.
Okay.
So what happens in the body? In the menstrual cycle, when the egg is released on day 14, your temperature goes up.
Okay.
The body temperature goes up. The egg is what? Released. Yeah. So the temperature will stay up until the period comes.
Okay.
So some women monitor their temperature
And then they
every
sense
the day of ovulation. It goes up by like 2 degrees.
Okay.
So then you know that you're not safe in those
days, the 2 weeks probably.
Yes.
Maybe.
Then to combine, we also look at the cervical mucus. After the period, you bleed, then you stop bleeding, then you
Get that
dry,
mucus.
then you dry a bit, then the mucoid thing starts coming. When you're getting towards the 14th day, then it's coming. The mucus is slippery, like what mucus of
Senyiga.
Yeah, that's the time when you're actually very, very fertile.
Okay.
Unsafe days.
I get it.
So we are combining body temperature, we are combining
The mucus.
cervical mucus, and we are combining with the days we have calculated to know when we are safe, when we are not safe. You realize that this method will give you a very broad range. The egg is there just one day. Why are you giving me this broad range? So when will I actually have sex, Dr. Charity? You might be asking me that.
That's what I was telling you.
It is so long.
Yes.
So it varies for individual women.
Yeah.
So those who have actual 28 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 29. The egg comes around here. You add 4 days ahead and 4 days
Backwards.
behind. Those are the unsafe days.
4
11th
days
to
ahead.
19th.
4 days backwards.
Yes. So those are for the women with
Regular pills.
Yes.
So if I...
It's 28 days.
Yeah.
27, 28, 29.
29.
You can just do 4 days ahead.
4 days behind. So those that have
The rest of
irregular
us,
pills, like I get into once in three months, I shouldn't bother.
Once in 3 months,
There are those that
There-
have irregular
is-
pills. They also
there-
don't know.
there is a problem. You cannot use natural methods
Eh.
when you don't have regular
So that means
periods.
if your periods are irregular, stay away from the
Yeah,
safe days.
yeah. If the periods are irregular, no safe days. You have to combine it with something else.
Yeah. I
Because
understand.
you only estimate when you're going to ovulate if you know, or you can guess, you can make a wise guess of the next period day when it's starting. Then you can guess that around this time I think I'm ovulating. Then you will see the mucus also changing, becoming more slippery. Then you will feel the body temperature has gone higher a bit. Okay, but that temperature is measured in the morning just before you get out of bed.
Oh,
You
okay.
can take the temperature and record. Then you know that now I am ovulating because the temperature changes. Goes up.
Okay.
If you don't have,
I didn't try enough because
if you don't have fever, you don't have flu, you don't have malaria, because of the things which you bring
The
temperature.
temperature.
Oh, our time is up.
No. Okay, just ask her to hold on a bit. I'm about to finish.
Okay, so real quick, the question.
So, in summary, safe days, one must have a very regular cycle.
Cycle for you to follow
Yes.
these other methods.
The average best cycle group to use safe days is the 28-day cycle, varying by 1 or 2 days.
Okay.
Because then you can just estimate ovulation and do 4 days before, 4 days after. Yes, and then you must have a cooperative partner who will understand that it's unsafe. Then on the unsafe days, we can combine. We can combine methods. Yeah, you can add condoms. You can do withdrawal. You can do
But I said
You can
withdrawal
have-
does not work.
It does, but there are those that
It
no.
does, but the failure
Not
rate
that
is very,
accurate,
very
yeah.
high.
Mm.
Those guy will be there and said, why am I withdrawing? This is the
Climax.
how no. Echija chije. So then it fails.
So meaning those that conceived during the safe days is because they counted wrongly and
Most likely, and something affected the
affected
actual
the
cycle day.
cycle, the
Yeah.
hormones changed and
Yeah.
this time now.
But some people also think that the middle of the cycle is the one that is
Safe.
safe.
Mhm.
So they say, I've just had a period, so I'm not safe.
That's
Then
what
they
keep
finish the
saying.
period, give it 2-3 days, say, okay, now I'm okay.
safe.
And yet those are
Those are
the middle
critical
of the cycle
moments.
is the bad one. So that's why you
I get it.
you
I
have,
get it.
you have to
I get it.
combine here.
Okay.
Otherwise, the method is good. It helps you to study your body, to know yourself, to understand how your body works, and then you don't add anything to your body, which is very, very natural, clean, no additional things. And then there are religious groups that do not
Support family planning.
support so much
Sure.
the
hormonal
unnatural
Natural.
methods.
Yes.
And they work so much with the natural methods. Yeah.
So what if I have a partner,
Mm.
my husband or my boyfriend, and he doesn't want to use condoms? He likes unprotected sex or even withdrawal method. But of course we know it's not that accurate. It can work, yeah, but not always. So I am also not comfortable with the pills. But then I'm not yet ready to get pregnant. What would you advise me to do? And I don't want to go, I'm not sure about the safe days situation. What
There
would
are
you want me to use?
several methods.
That won't mess up with my hormones?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, that will prevent pregnancy without actually messing up.
With my hormones?
Yeah.
Oh,
There are some methods, not several, but there are some
there are
methods.
some methods.
Yeah, they are different. Like I told you earlier, contraception or family planning finds a way of interfering with the natural processes of conception. So you find, if you want a mango, you can throw a stone, you can beat with a stick, you can climb the tree, whatever you do to make you reach that mango is the method. You choose the one which works for you.
Yes.
So if you don't want hormones in the body,
Yeah.
but you're still a young girl, you haven't delivered before, you definitely want to have children in the future.
One day. Not now.
Yes.
Yes.
There are, you don't want condoms, which are barrier methods.
Me, I would love condoms, but my guy doesn't want condoms
doesn't
because
want
most guys don't
condoms.
like condoms.
Yes.
They always have excuses.
The best one you could do is the intrauterine device,
That one I don't know.
the IUD. You've heard about the
IUD.
Kaweta.
The Kaweta.
The Kaweta.
The coil.
Coil. This one I was telling you when I was getting in. Some guy told me that some chick used it minus the guy's knowledge. So during the love making, guy noticed like something is inside there. So somehow he shifted it. Chick got pregnant. So he was like,
You shifted it, yes. Now all these methods have a failure rate and they have a success
But
rate.
who can be that
They
low?
can
Bernard,
work.
to get
They
to
can
the coil?
work
the
for
guy
some.
would go drink.
And the doctor, I don't think there are many who are that big to get to a coil.
Actually, studies
And they
show
shift it. I'm serious.
they don't shift it on purpose.
Yes.
And then they actually don't feel it. If it is placed correctly, they don't feel it. It is a psychological feeling. Studies were done where some men, their partners, were told, your wife is going to get an IUD.
So it's
Then
in
there are
them.
some men whose partners were not told.
Yeah, true.
Those who were not told never complained.
Eh.
Those who were told,
Oh,
Eh?
I keep complaining.
I feel it.
I feel
These
it.
days,
I feel
you're
it.
dry, you're lying.
And
So-
then IUDs, the copper, the plain IUDs will not make you dry actually.
So meaning they
So they
keep
actually
lying.
make you more wet.
Really?
Yes, but wetness comes from the brain. It comes from how you're stimulated, how yes.
So,
all factors being constant.
Oh.
there's no
It's
such
not-
thing that this
it's not
woman
that
they
is
be
dry.
lying. They be lying.
Okay,
Kufana-
They have to prepare
But they
you.
are said there is some family planning methods, even some guys complain
Yes, some
that
methods
make
do.
their women dry.
Yes, some methods do.
That before this woman started family planning, she was okay. Now she's on this method, she's dry.
Yes, some
I've heard
methods
about that.
do. Okay? While others
Don't.
don't.